Hi guys! If you don't know me, my name is Vanessa. Welcome to my channel where we talk about all things mental health. If you want to know a little bit more about me, head to my last video where I talked a little bit about myself and my interests, what I hope to achieve from this channel. So, what is mental health? It's such a loaded question and I have so many thoughts on it. Where do we start? Consider this your physical health, right? It's your physical body, your activity, your nutrition level, stuff like that. Let's say you break your leg, you go to a doctor, you go to a physical therapist. Everything that doesn't have to do with your physical body, your physical health, is your mental health. It affects all other aspects of your life. I mean, you're thinking all the time, 24/7. So if something's going on mentally with the way that you're thinking, that should be addressed. That's important. People don't give it that same priority of, I need to go to a doctor or a therapist. That's what really mental health is. It's the health of your mind, anything that goes on in your head. And that affects things like your relationships and your work, the way that you make decisions at work. If you are someone that has a lot of stress, which is honestly probably 90% of the population, I feel like that's why people are like, oh, mental health, like, whatever, everyone's stressed. True, everyone's stressed in their own way about their own things, but those that go out of their way to seek help for their stress are the ones that are really building up their strength and their tolerance for stress. People say, like, what's the point of going to therapy? What's the point of, meditating or journaling, caring about my mental health in that aspect? Whatever, I'm going to be stressed regardless. But it's about how you handle the stress. There's one person, all right, let's name him Bob. He gets really stressed at work. It makes him make some rash decisions that he'll look back on and be like, why did I really make that decision? He comes home. He yells at people in his home. He goes out with his friends and drinks his life away because he doesn't know how to handle the stress. And then he repeats that cycle every single day. He goes through those motions every day of stress and allowing that stress to impact his life, his relationships, and eventually his physical body. Because now he's using something like alcohol to cope with a mental thing. Alcohol does damages to your body, as we all know. Then there's person B. For the sake of this scenario, we'll keep them both male. We had Bob, and now we have Billy. Okay, Bob and Billy. Billy gets stressed at work. A problem occurs, and instead of making a rash decision, he takes a deep breath. I know it might sound cliche, bear with me here. He takes a deep breath, and instead of making a rash decision that might impact someone else's day or his work life, he asks a colleague, hey, I'm having this problem. What do you think? Mapping out that decision with that other person rather than making a rash decision is more of a mindful process. Eventually, he comes to a decision that him and his colleague agree on. He goes home. After a long day full of decision making, but mindful decision making, he might even tell his family about it. The communicating, I had a stressful day at work, here's why. Communicating that changes the home environment now. He explained it rather than taking it out on them. He realized, wow, I'm so grateful for a family that's supportive. He's so grateful for colleagues that can help him out. His friends ask him to go out for drinks. He goes out for a drink. He didn't drink his life away and drink his stress away because he didn't have stress to drink away. He went home to his loving wife and family, and then he repeated that cycle all over again. That mindful cycle of making decisions and communicating things clearly. I have another little comparison, I guess. Let's see where I can put this guy. I hope you can hear me. You're on my necklace right now. We have two pieces of paper. We have this piece of paper, and then we have this piece of paper. This one allowed stress to get to it. If you're asked to write, let's say, like a 5-paragraph essay, or you're asked to draw a picture, which paper are you choosing to do one of those things on? You want to start here. The quality of this paper is better. If the quality of your life is like this, full of stress, ignoring the stress and letting the stress and anxiety or depression or anything else that you're handling affect your life, anything that you put on this paper is still going to be low quality. Anything that you put in your life during a time like that, it's not going to be at its potential. So that's what I mean when I said in my last video that my goal is to make your quality of life better. Once you start managing your mental health and paying attention to it and being mindful, making mindful decisions, being grateful for the people around you, then the quality of your life becomes smooth again. It literally smoothens out like this. I hope that little comparison makes sense. I really like that paper one. I've never seen it before. I just made it up. I wanted before technology, before all this stuff that is more important than our mental health, it was our mind. It was our body and our mind, and that was it. So, when it comes down to it, what's important? It's our body, our mind, and the people around us, nothing else. It's not your job. Your job is so important. What's more important is your mental health. The same way that, yes, your job is so important. If you break your leg, what's more important? Your physical body in that moment. Because you can't do your job 100% well unless your physical body is intact. And you can't do your job 100% well unless your mental body is intact. I hope that answers the question of what is mental health. If you were skeptical and you said mental health, awareness, and stress management are not for me, well, maybe this opened your eyes a little bit more about why it could be for you. And if you still don't think it's for you, I get it. I hear it all the time. And you're not alone, but it is for you because it's for everyone. If you're not sure if you're taking care of your mind, stay tuned for my next video where I go over some signs that you're ignoring your mental health. I think that's going to be so fun. As always, comment what you want to hear next and subscribe for more videos about improving your quality of life. I'm Vanessa. Thanks for listening.